Alright, so we're still following the derivation path for the big giant fretboard. And to look at these issues here is just as well. But remember, this tri-pentatonic banner here, which spans the, should span the length of this thing. I don't know why it isn't. I thought I fixed that. So let's see what's going on with that. We have, okay, this is before it all, where we had the major minor pattern stack. So it all started here, and then we take groups of 6 notes and warp them over. Okay, and we come up with this, the majors, and then also list the minors. Did the same thing to the minor pattern stack. Came up with these guys here. This isn't entirely useful, these banners up here, because I had to change over to the tri-pentatonic banners. So now each box has its own, has 3 of these. So you look at this particular box here, and this is the E-shaped box, okay? So looking at the first note is 7 root 2. The first position here is so it's the E box, right there's your E. So you know it's the E box there. Now it's a little hard to look at this diagram, so we're going to advance to today's diagram. But remember, up here I didn't put this one, is root is root 3 5, 4 is 4 6 root, and 5 is 5 7 2. And in the minors, can we get it? The 6 Aeolian 6 root 3, the second Dorian's 2 4 6, and the Phrygian is 3 5 7. Okay. So let's advance up to the today's chart. We'll get there. We'll get there. We're not there yet. Okay, this is it. So I did redo these. So I'm sorry we wasted just a little bit of time, a minute or two, looking at the one, the older versions of this. So we know how we got this. You should know how we got here. But now it's a 3-note tri-pentatonic banner for the G box, and the length of the banner now is equal to the length of the box. So that's going to be helpful when we get to the fretboard up there, because you'll look for this banner and this will be the entire G box. Now usually G only has a lone wolf 7 there, but here we have another lone wolf 7 here, because when we're looking at the 4th here, all right, and about the 4th I want to say, we have right here, the 4th is the 4 in the mode. So it's root 4 5 is 1 4 5. Okay, in the major tri note. Okay, so back over here to the G in the major, we've got root 4 5 there. Alright, so the arpeggios start from there, and with just the first position there is root position. Everything on the left in the tri note is the root fretboard. 6 7 root 2 3 4. This 2 3 4 is a D shape. Okay, and then 5 6 is A shape. Root 2, and then on to 3 would be over here. Well, here we have it here. 7 root 2 is the E shape. Well, let's look at what this 7's doing. It's obviously the middle one, so it's the 4th. So it pertains to the 4 4 6 root. We've got 7 root 2 there, which is E shape there. Okay. So during the warping over, that came with it. That came with the pattern. All right. So that's what that 7 is. It's the 7 in the E shape. So we want total diatonics in all three. So we would keep the seventh for that root, and incidentally, the Lydian has a leading tone seventh. Okay, whereas the and that's also the seventh. It's not the seventh for the fifth. Okay, the 5 has a dominant seventh. All right, so we'll just look at that 4 to the 5 right there. It's a dominant seventh in the third position. So that I fixed these. I'm sorry again. We got tripped up by John's tri-pentatonic crosses. You know, we had to just have that just resonating. We couldn't get it out of our brain. What it really is for triple note is the triple tri-pentatonic. Okay, so there it is for each one of them. So that was important, and I did arrange them differently. I don't know why we went through that whole thing before. Now I've got them arranged properly here. So G goes to E like that. The relative sixth of D is of the D shape is the C minor shape. The relative sixth of the A shape is the G minor shape. And again, you're just going down one pentatonic scale member in a pentatonic scale. And by the way, caged, if you sing it, is C, A, G, E, D. C, A, G, E, D. Okay, so that's a descending pentatonic scale. Caged spells a descending pentatonic scale. So if we're going from root, we're going down to the sixth shape. So from root would be the C shape, kind of over here. All right, the C shape would go to the A shape. Okay, the E shape will go to the D minor shape. How does that work? In reality, familiar chords, the familiar chord realm with E shape, see E shaped up, E shaped F. F goes to a D minor shape relative minor. Okay, and what it means is if we look at that E shaped F pentatonic, that D minor shape fits into that. Okay, it fits right in there. Okay, so the relative minor arpeggio fits exactly into its parent pentatonic scale. So I think today's lesson is going to be kind of shortened a little bit. This is the lead up to the new tri-note fretboard. Okay, so we were looking at G before here, and this would be the G. This would be our G here, our G box. And what I've done is I've redone this. So we've got, I did it with some structure here so you can see the tri-notes easier. And I colored them the same. Okay, so root is still essentially yellow, and Lydian, the fourth, is gray, and the fifth, Mixolydian, is red. So it's the same thing, and everything's squared up here the way it should be. So this would be the D box would be purple. The A box, the Aeolian 6, is light blue. The E box is green, the G box is red, and the C box is yellow. That also holds for the minor fretboard, which is the same thing, and we have a little more freedom here on the minor fretboard now for arpeggios.